Yeah. I'm back. I have no life. Actually, I wanted to eat. I just wanted to eat. Had to eat me a burger. A cheeseburger. Excuse me. Shite. All right, how do I get rid of this one? Nope. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Stop. Just a second. I have somewhat of an idea of Jesus Christ of getting upgraded. Is this mortal? Okay. Harbor view. Mortal shell. That is sad. Come on, hurry up. Do I have one? Sorry, I'm. Bears. Chill. 2. That open. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is that mine? Oh, okay. So I don't know if I should. Dude, it did nothing to my sword. No! Oh, there I go. Dude. Oh, shit. Oh! What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dude. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Okay. Now we're cooking. We cooking in. Reverend Gland. Oh, I think that's the thing that when you get my mortal shell, it shows what it can do or something. Aww. Oh. Really? This guy who can barely walk? Nice. I need that. Okay, well, I'm gonna regenerate if I do something like that. So, trying to catch me off guard? What the hell's wrong with you? Funny how much easier the game gets the more you upgrade. You know, instead of it staying hard. And this goes for any game, period. Except, well, there are some games out there that, you know, aren't like that. Improve capacity. What? What? Oh, I need to kill one more enemy. One or two. To level up. Dude, no. No. I mean, that was retarded. No. No, 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 no. I mean, I'm going to go grab it real quick. It's no big deal. It's... so dumb. So retarded. Oh, God, you are so retarded. That is not retarded. out there. That's weird. Looking for shell help. He killed the person. Come on. What's going on here? Okay, I'm kind of scared. The head. Tell me that's not dumb. Fucking believable. Two fire enemies and that guy coming at me at the same time. No shell. Cool. Awesome. Not much of a choice. I gotta go back there. Well, I guess I could. It's not that much stuff down there. I don't even know what's down there. I just know a bunch of dudes came after me. Fuck. Oh my god! No, 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 no. Right, bitch. Actually. I could get out of here. A lot of good stuff down there. Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dude, what are you doing? There. Finish him off. That's why I do it. Little bitch. Little bitch. Little bitch. Bitch. Hodgepodge, little bitch. Sure, I'll get pissed off over here too. Alright, there's one right there. And there's probably a fire enemy over there. Shaka. Freedom is in sight. To top the gate, the latched sight's exposed. If only I had some way to reach it, but alas, I have skill. Whatever, dude. The obsidian lathe. Parasitic stone. Fucking good shit, man. Whatever, dude. Whoa, no. No. Didn't I just... Get out of here. How do I get out of here? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, man. Okay. Wow, is this actually going to be a dungeon where I can get back out? Okay. I should have made sure it was there. There's a lot of dying in this. Next. Next. See, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no. Sick-ass combo. But I'll take it. Wait, how do I get it? Oh, okay. What the? You're gonna make me go all the way down? There we go. All I wanted to do was get my stuff back. Cool. Yeah, take your time. Right. You don't know what I'm talking about. Watch. Well, watch. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you... Cool. Come on, bitch. Alright, where's the other one that's hiding? Oh, botch. Fuck. Oh. What was that? I love this game so much, but I hate it so much. It's such a weird... I have a love-hate relationship with this new game. Absolute hatred for it. But so much love. It's good. Are you fucking kidding me? No, this guy. Cannot die. I got about 4,000 sitting there. There's someone that came out of here over here. Thought he did. Okay, I went in there in the beginning. Where's my Yeah, fuck you. Fuck both of you. Botch. Little botch. That's me when I get married. What are you doing up there? You've done well. Perhaps really aren't harbingers. Oh, are you giving me? Oh wow, cool. Yeah, I already cleansed that one. Dude, how did they give us hours of content for a demo? It's so highly respect
You
that.
know,
You
once I
know,
thought
once I'd
I'd find
find
the
the
eggs,
eggs.
the ova, all
So you're
on my
all on
own.
my own,
But few
but few
remain,
remain.
and even fewer are unguarded.
God. Yep, got it, dude. Got it, bruv. Bruv. Interesting.
Go ahead, Harbinger.
I don't want to spend my shit before I don't know, though. What if that's something good? Really? What in the hell? Someone hit me with an arrow? Hmm. Weird. Very nice. Oh, upgrades. Nice. Oh, hell. Oh, that's the that's a mortal shell. Scared. It's turning red. All right, come out, wherever you are. No? What if I die? Should I go? Hold on a second. I haven't a good idea. Ah. Oh, so nothing happens? Literally, no one comes after you. Make sure. This is the last thing I need to get involved in a boss fight and lose 5,000 things. Okay. Interesting. Well, it isn't much. I think it's like a robe. It's not even a lot. Yeah, it's a robe. Dude. Oh, fuck me. A memory. Oh. Okay.
Locked.
Oh, this is the memory of the guy wearing it, obviously.
There you are.
doing here?
Look at me. Your remedy. I need more.
I see. The rash has worsened. But I'm afraid more would be unwise. It's quite potent.
We'll see about that.
Please, you're going to hurt yourself.
I'm already hurting. What's the difference?
Oh, hell. Shadow Strike. Nice. Cool. That's awesome. Alright, well, let's go bang some witches. I meant kill, not bang. Shattering stone. Alright, well, I gotta get rid of these points, dude. At least I got some kind of shell. Way they come after me. To lose something. So, bitches. You. Oh, really? What? What? Why am I not gaining anything? Dude. That's the whole point of the fucking shell. I guess I gotta go. Well, I'll just go beat these witches' asses. Oh, shoot. I didn't know you could go up here. It's not. Nice. It's a bitch. Very nice. Usually there's something in there. Oh, shoot. I didn't even... Oh. Well, I would go, but I'm not going to. I need to go back. Well, there's pulse. The marrow keep. You could see the high-speed chase that I am watching right now. Oh my god. 9 collisions so far. Bad ones, too. I don't think I have any out. Where's Mother?
Welcome back, Brave.
What's up, dude? I think she's over here. Mother. Whoa.
Is that
Dude,
the
why can't I...
Let us discover his purpose together.
I don't really want to bond too much. Oh, don't say that, dude. Don't say that. They finally got the car crashed and the woman ran away. There was a guy driver. He somehow got away, but a woman went running and the cop said, "Get over here. I'm going to shoot you." You get another one. Is that all you get? Really? What? This is the only shell you get? No way. Hold on, I'm trying to see what kind of shells you can get. I think this is the only one. Yeah. Okay. Yep. The only one. Damn. Okay. I mean, it's not... Excuse me, not super cool, but... it's a shell. I want a super cool one. Where the hell did the... Oh. All right, bond tier. Shell efficiency. Nice. Shell abilities. Ooh. Each level improves its shadow strike. Okay. Okay. I see.
Off you go then.
Well,
Try not to die.
Rev. I already have that, actually. Whatever. God damn it. Yeah, screw it. Well. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
She nearly jumped when you arrived. You must have something she wants. Come on, let her have it. She'll make herself even more useful. Pure obsidianite. It's almost maddening to behold. I must work quickly. Now, let's see what she can do for your armaments.
Complain, but I'm getting it done, you know.
Eager to please her.
I mean, fuck you. Ventrium. I just used some God damn it. Who's that guy? I forget. Over here. Where'd he go? No, we got cops running around. Ventrium. Ah, wasn't he over here? Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Harbinger.
The fuck? Where is this guy? Oh, I think he's over here. Where? Dude. This is crazy. On my way. Oh my God. Where is he? Oh my God. Okay, there she is, right? I've been here through 1,000,000 times. He's over here. Maybe he's down here. Oh, look at that. Okay, where did I go when I first got here? I went to look for Mother, right? And I thought I went over here. Let me see over here. That's just a throne. Right. And then I went over here, and then I thought I ran into him. This is ridiculous. Where is he? Oh my God. Maybe he disappears? Oh no. Whatever, dude. Fuck you. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. You know where I'm going. I'm telling you, he disappears. There's no way I missed him that many times. Alright, you think I'm ready to fight that piece of shit? Okay. Any more UFO? No, of course not. Excuse me. Was it this one? No. Which beacon was it that I couldn't? I had trouble over and over and over and over again. I wasn't here. Do I have any mushrooms? Yeah, I got one for you, brother. Forgot my purpose. It's obvious why a crook. I need an audience. A mate. A reason to sing again. Yes, that's it. I'll croak and young thought. Surely that'll track. Wait, forgive me. I forgot to repay. I was just gonna say, what up, man? What the hell? Here you are. Ah, maybe that's the cure. Alcohol. Is it this one? Where's that beacon? What? Holy shit. What the fuck is in those things? Holy shit. That cost me what, 2? Oh my god.
Who is it at such an hour?
Oh, I think it was this one. Dude, they keep leaving this at every single same site. No complaints. I'm just pointing out it could be easy, you know? And again, it's just a demo. I'm sure they'll... Can I level up? What? Wow. That is pretty dope. That is sick. I need to up a level, and then I'll go in and cleanse it. Are they all? Oh, they're there. Yeah, I'm fine. Out of here. See a funny one? A funny knock? Where are the dancing ones from the front? I wonder why they're not here. It's right here. Listen to this.
You sound strong, powerful. Will you break down my door and show me how big and strong you really are? Let's pretend you're a brigand and me, a princess, locked in a tower by her cruel father. Oh, forget it. You're too weak. Oh, forget it. You're too weak.
What a bitch. Am I right? Am I right? What a bitch. They get hit one hit, but man, oh man, if they get their spikes in you, you're nearly dead. Oh shit. That was pretty dope. Guess what? There you go. Oh, dude, look at the blood on my... Shit, I didn't see those. The frog. Oh, wow, they're not here. Need 6,000, man. Everyone else says goofy shit. Hey, close. This is taking forever. I don't know if I want to go in there. Dead, just like that. Oh, there goes their lives. And from the Mushroom Village key. 9 months? Oh, gosh. 9 months in juvenile hall for killing a man. Wow. Where does his key go? Opens locked door in the dungeon somewhere. Interesting. Right. What about... I don't know if I should. I got about 150. Can't continue to lose. You know, 6,000 this stuff. I just can't. Oh, it's not even spawning. It knows what I'm doing. I don't blame it. Alright, well, if I'm gonna use these points, I might as well use it on the shell then. Sit around for another fucking 3,000. Is he here? All right, mother. Where are you, mother? Is he over here? Dude. I looked. Didn't I? Dude. What?
You find anything? A missing piece, perhaps?
Wait, did I? Okay, I didn't think I did.
Easy does it.
Damn. Ventrium. I need Ventrium.
Welcome back, Skullface. Hope you brought more coin this time around. Anything tickling your fancy? Off you go then. Try not to die.
Good boy. Yeah, I definitely went down there. I know I did.
Harbinger.
Totally come here for the shell bonding. Just saying. What is this? What the?
You seek salvation.
Yes, Oblate. My flesh is weak, ravaged by disease.
And what of your spirit? Come.
I have sinned greatly, Oblate. Lying, stealing, even murder.
Worse yet, you are shackled by pity and shame. A terrible sickness. Let me see your face. Embrace suffering. It is the ember of life.
Yep. Thank you for that. Oh, we got another one. Oh, we don't. Okay. Now, let's see if we can upgrade. Didn't I already check? Yeah, that's right. All right.
Forgive me. I am unworthy, but may I wash your feet, Harbinger?
No, you weirdo.
Wait. Will you allow me this honor? I've prepared a milk bath.
Oh. Okay.
You honor me, Harbinger. The one who came before you was not so kind. He's dead now. I hope. You wish for another bath?
Really? Thanks. I guess. Fuck, dude. That's fucking weird. Do you,
Off you go then. Try not to die.
fuck. Well, I guess I'm not using any of it. I guess I'm gonna have to. Nice. Oh. Wait a second. Did you just give me enough to upgrade? I think we just became best friends. I need one more. Son of a bitch.
Praise Metha.
It's so hot, man. I always hit the wrong one. Okay. There you go. Fuck.
Find anything else out there? Anything special? Eager to please her, are you?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Harbinger.
What?
Praise method.
Ah.
Rude to walk away as someone's speaking.
Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. The all right, see if we can do this now with that shadow ding. Now I got nothing to lose. No, I get frustrated. Wow. Wow. That one's so bad. Wow.
Alight thee. Taste death.
Okay. All right, all right, all right. shouldn't have done that. Fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Wow. That guy dude, that guy should not have been alive, by the way. I even beat him. Fine. I'm just telling you. He should not have been alive. Whatever. I wanted to use my shadow thing. But no. Return my ova. The baby.
Harbinger. Rude to walk away as someone is speaking.
Welcome back. You find another missing part. Easy does it.
What?
This sacred hall was once defiled. The Undermother's womb breached, her children to be stolen. Including you, Harbinger. I know you will succeed. Where we fail.
Welcome to my humble shop. I've got whatever you need. For a price, of course.
Be seeing you again real soon, I hope.
Okay. Wait. Where's Mother?
Harbinger.
Alright. I'm gonna go to Diablo. Diablo 4. Been really getting into Diablo. That's right. Shoot. I just got Assassin's Creed Origins. Maybe I'll do that instead. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Where did it go? Gonna do Assassin's Creed Origins. I know no one's watching, but it's okay. Origins. Come on. I meant Odyssey, not Origins. Please still have my save. I really don't like doing the beginning again. If it isn't, then I might have to. I do. What the fuck? What's going on? Okay. Shit. The fuck? I don't play Assassin's Creed with keyboard, man. It's too weird. I can't do this. I can't do this again. Man. Plus, I mean, my controller is acting weird.
I've had the honor to know.
I would have liked to have gone fishing with my son.
Okay, let me try it again because I plugged it in halfway. Maybe that's why. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna go to if it doesn't, I'll figure it out later, but I just don't have the patience. Nope. Not going. Sorry. Not today. Fuck, what do I play? Fucking A. Do I? What do I do? Was thinking. You know what?
And you know, I don't profess to know every.
A corrupt attorney and dirty cop team up and get destroyed. This should be interesting.
Everything about the law, but I have never encountered, and I've been in some rough situations, I have never encountered behavior like this, and calculated and planned behavior. This is not a, okay, I made a mistake. You know, I shouldn't have signed that check. This was a planned, even planned at one time, and it didn't reach fulfillment, and then did it again, or did it, and then even took the files, this law firm. Took the opposing lawyer's files in the briefcase, didn't they?
Well, Mr. Adams wasn't specifically involved in that, but I'm not here, and he instructed me to come not to defend him or to venerate him.
Well, yeah, but you're saying this is just some kind of simple circumstance. This is not simple.
What I'm suggesting and why we are here is because this court's jurisprudence on disbarment versus permanent disbarment suggests that simple disbarment, which is far from any guarantee of readmission, and in fact, as the court knows, the presumption is against readmission should there be an application sometime after 2021. The presumption would be against readmission, but the referee's
basically a slap on the wrist.
Recommendation of permanent disbarment is inconsistent. I'm here to venerate the court's guidance and the court's precedents, which do not support permanent disbarment.
Well, you know, it could be we've never seen a case this bad.
Well, Your Honor,
is that possible?
Your Honor, I would suggest the cases that we've cited are not as severe as the conduct that occurred with Mr. Adams, as opposed to his main partner, Mr. Diaco, on the case. First of all, the first time they called the police on opposing counsel, Mr. Adams was out of town, knew nothing about it till after. I don't believe Personis was involved in any way.
God,
she encountered opposing counsel perchance in a bar, and then she called Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams spoke to Diaco, who said, call Filth out. Filth out was friends, co-respondent and friends with the police officer.
So he knew, I mean, again, there's no question, he was intimately involved with the setup to try to get this lawyer arrested.
He was involved.
And he knew the lawyer was a lawyer in a hotly contested case, right?
Yes. Disbarment not permanent to the referee. And that's why the bar, after discovery, said rehabilitative suspension to the referee because of that.
When you say rehabilitative, what are you talking?
The bar agreed to a 91-day suspension for Mr. Adams.
At what point?
At conclusion of all discovery.
But not before it went to trial.
Then the referee said no. There was massive publicity caused primarily by Mr. Diaco's inflammatory statements. The referee said no. We went to trial. He convicted Mr. Adams on everything, and the bar then said what I'm saying right now, disbarment not permanent for Mr. Adams, because he was not involved, had no connection to the police officer, didn't know him.
But the problem I see with your argument is that Mr. Adams is the one that the paralegal called on the important night, correct?
She did, yes.
And he knew what had gone on 2 months before, correct?
Correct.
Even though he didn't know beforehand, but he knew after the
yes,
fact
ma'am.
What had gone on 2 months before, and then he made the conscious decision to call them and tell them that he's there now.
To call
Diaco. What did he expect to happen from giving that information?
Your Honor, what I would expect him to happen is he would be disbarred. He would be disbarred like many other lawyers. F. Lee Bailey, who stole from clients and forged judges' signatures, disbarred without permanency. Like this other series of cases where we've seen where someone who makes a horrible mistake is not permanently disbarred. And I've cited the cases, so he should be disbarred, but he should not be disbarred. The permanency cases and the magistrate.
By the way, he keeps saying that over and over for a reason. Also, he's right, as in, like, the amount of court cases that I see of lawyers stealing and getting temporarily disbarred. Sure. But this bad, this deliberate, no. It's most of the time it's permanent. Like, this is bad.
I'm sorry, the referee never discussed these. He's not like Norkin, who showed up here and smirked and stared down Supreme Court justices at a public reprimand and was permanently disbarred. He should be entitled to have a chance to be.
You have a dirty cop working with an attorney. Like, this is 90s, 80s, 70s, and beyond stuff. This
be rehabilitated in 5 or 6 years with a presumption against readmission. Thank you.
Later that day, Mr. O'Brien presented his arguments on behalf of Mr. Fieldhout, with Ms. Thompson once again appearing for the Florida bar.
It will be Barr versus Adam Fieldhout. When are we ready?
May it please the court, my name is Mark O'Brien. I represent Adam Fieldhout. Your Honor, we raised 5 issues before the court on our brief. I'd like to start with the 5th, which is that permanent disbarment is not warranted in this case. As the court in the previous oral arguments started to understand, there are different levels of culpability within the actions of the participants in this case.
Just bring you right to the fact that it's stick.
Is he's acting very proper, so I'm guessing he's on the wrong side.
What's out of my mind is that it is your client who knew the police officer, correct?
Yep.
For 15 years.
And it's your client who got in touch with the police officer, both in the first instance and this instance, to get the police officer to survey or keep an eye on or let him know when Mr. Campbell was either driving drunk or something, correct? Is that not correct? It was your client who got in touch with the police officer on both occasions?
Yes.
And the police officer lost his career, am I correct?
That is correct.
High price for everyone to pay for this act. Don't you agree?
Without question. Without question.
There also, under the injury,
where he said,
not only the wrongful arrest and incarceration, the disruption of an ongoing jury trial, the discharge of Fernandez, the removal of Officer McGinnis from the DUI squad, dismissal of a significant number of pending DUI cases. Are all those correct as far as the injury that resulted from the attempt to gain an advantage in an ongoing trial?
That is factually accurate, as to what the court just stated. What I'd like to point out is that we have an instance where Mr. Filtout would not have been involved in this but for the fact that he was very close friends with the officer, Sergeant Fernandez.
Well, that makes it, but I guess, but for, and I don't know what the testimony was, they obviously had this contentious litigation. Mr. Filtout was not involved in the litigation, but they must have known, he knew, that Mr. Campbell was a thorn in their side. In this high-profile case, correct?
I would suggest to the court that Mr. Campbell and Mr. Stephen Diaco were professionally not fond of each other. I would suggest to the court that Mr. Filtout, in his role as a subordinate, was told to do something by his supervisor on 2 separate occasions.
Are you saying that Mr. Diaco knew about the friendship that Mr. Filtout had with the police officer?
I think that's undisputed by both parties.
It was a personal friendship?
Personal.
And it was Mr. Diaco that he instructed, so it wasn't Mr. Filtout's idea to try to entrap Mr. Campbell?
Ooh, no, absolutely not. And I don't believe either party will dispute that.
Okay, but at the time this happened, your client had been a lawyer for how long?
At the time, I believe 13 years, 16 years currently.
Been a public defender for a couple of years?
Several years.
He clearly knew, did he not, even the first time, that this was totally flagrantly wrong, what he was trying to do?
Well, I think that let's take the first instance back in November. My client, Mr. Filtout, his sole involvement in that first instance with Mr. Campbell was making one phone call, period. But
the intent, what was the intent?
Well, I can tell you on behalf of the respondent, his intent was as a citizen informer to...
He didn't testify. How would we know what his intent was? Did he go around? Was he like a pal of Fernandez going around because he really had a thing against DUIs and trying to make sure that anybody that was in a bar, would not drive and drink? I mean, come on.
Sergeant Fernandez testified that Mr. Filtout had given him tips on several occasions regarding drunk drivers. Now, Sergeant Fernandez did not testify at the trial. He invoked his Fifth Amendment right, but he had, as Bar Counsel stated in the previous oral argument, given additional earlier testimony in separate proceedings.
Mr. O'Brien argues that Mr. Filtout was acting as a citizen informant on the night in question, not as a co-conspirator. On the evening of January 23, 2013, while the Bubba the Love Sponge trial was in recess for the night, a paralegal from Adams and Diaco, Melissa Personius, happened to encounter Mr. Campbell at Malio's Steakhouse near the courthouse. After Ms. Personius alerted Mr. Adams to Mr. Campbell's presence at the bar, she returned to Malio's, where she flirted with Mr. Campbell, lied about where she was employed, encouraged him to drink, and even bought him drinks. Meanwhile, Mr. Filtout contacted his personal friend, Sergeant Raymond Fernandez of the Tampa Police Department, at Mr. Adams's request to alert him that Mr. Campbell might soon drive while intoxicated. According to Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Filtout's conduct was distinct from that of the equity partners, as he simply called his friend at the Tampa Police Department to report a potential drunk driver, just as he had done on several prior occasions. As such, Mr. O'Brien argued that Mr. Filtout was not conspiring against opposing counsel, but passing along information about a potentially impaired driver to law enforcement.
It seems to me every lawyer takes an oath, correct, in this state.
Yes.
And every lawyer is at least charged with knowing the ethical rules, correct?
Yes.
And each lawyer has an obligation to protect his or her own license.
Yes.
Correct? And so whether Mr. Philpott was told by Mr. Adams or Mr. Diaco to do something unethical, he had to make the decision about whether or not he was going to participate in something unethical, didn't he?
Yes.
And so it seems to me the fact that it may not have been his idea, the fact that they knew he had this relationship with the police officer does not negate the fact that he chose to participate in a totally unethical scheme.
And that's why I began with the fifth issue and not the first. The fifth issue is whether or not permanent disbarment is warranted. I would suggest to your honors, it is not when you look at the actions of each individual that evening, and more importantly, into the next day.
Wasn't he also a part of all the texting and things that went on that night? I mean, I thought there was like 17 or 18, maybe even 19 different texts between the paralegal and your client.
Judge, I would submit to the court that in candor, there were more. But I think it's important to point out when you talk about the text messaging and the phone conversations between Mr. Philtout and his best friend at the time, Sergeant Fernandez. Sergeant Fernandez has previously testified under oath that a large majority of that conversations related to totally innocuous conversations about paintball, their children, there's a godfather relationship.
Because what happened to your client's cell phone?
I'll tell you exactly. I'll echo Mr. Jung. What happened is Mr. Diaco hired a third-party lawyer, Lee Gunn. Lee Gunn took possession of all of those cell phones. And that's the extent of the respondent's knowledge of his cell phone. He was ordered to give his cell phone to Stephen Diaco, who then provided all of the cell phones, including the respondents, Ms. Personius, Mr. Adams, to Lee Gunn. And that was done, I believe, at the direct consequence of Judge Arnold's litigation or this Clem Schnitt litigation due to the spoliation letter that Shoemaker Loop served on Adams and Diaco. And that's important to note that Mr. Philtout is often described in the media accounts and even in this trial as a partner. He's not. He is, for lack of a better term, an associate attorney. He is a non-equity partner.
I'm not sure for this situation that matters. And I know we'll look at your other issues, but was he at all involved in the briefcase?
Zero.
Okay. Not involved in any of the public statements?
Zero.
Why does that matter?
And was the bar has brought up additional aggravation with a PIP lawsuit in Miami. Anything on that?
Zero involvement.
No other prior disciplinary proceedings?
In 16 years, he has zero other, and it's important to note that he was a public defender, which when you serve in the criminal justice aspect of being a lawyer, especially in the public defender, you're often dealt with unhappy clients. My client has never, ever faced any disciplinary proceeding as a result of any of his years, 16 years as being a lawyer, which I think is very important.
Mr. O'Brien emphasizes that Mr. Philtout has never faced previous disciplinary action. Under the Florida standards for imposing lawyer sanctions, which is the framework the Florida Supreme Court uses to determine the appropriate discipline for attorney misconduct, the absence of a prior disciplinary record is a recognized mitigating factor. Standard 3.1 proves that once misconduct has been established, aggravating and mitigating circumstances may be considered in deciding what sanction to impose. Standard 3.3 defines mitigation as any factor that justifies a reduction in the degree of discipline to be imposed.
Bullshit.
The list of recognized mitigating factors in Standard 3.3 expressly includes the absence of a prior disciplinary record. By focusing on Mr. Philtout's years of practice without any prior discipline, Mr. O'Brien seemed to be presenting his client as someone who engaged in a single, isolated lapse, rather than a career-long pattern of unethical behavior.
With regard to the phone, the trial judge determined that at trial, both respondent Diaco and respondent Philtout refused to answer any questions about the destruction of their cell phone messages and are subject to the adverse inference that they too have deliberately destroyed them. Is that, the trial judge find that?
Absolutely, sir. And just to follow up on that, there is evidence that Mr. Adams, through his own testimony at the trial, said that he deleted text messages. There is evidence through Melissa Personius' own testimony at a separate proceeding that she deleted text messages. There is evidence that Mr. Diaco took those phones and gave them to Attorney Lee Gunn. There is zero evidence, zero, that Mr. Filtout deleted a text message, destroyed his phone, did anything other than what he was ordered to do by a supervisor, presumably pursuant to a spoliations letter that was sent by opposing counsel in the Clem Schmidt case.
That's not what the trial judge found, though.
Yeah, he should be done.
I don't believe there's any evidence to support, Your Honor, that Mr.
That finding
Filtout...
by the trial judge.
I'm sorry?
The finding of the trial judge.
Yes.
All right.
And I say that respectfully.
You're into your...
Is that an issue here?
I'm sorry?
Is that an issue here? Is that one of the issues that you've raised, that there was no...
It is.
Substantial competent evidence to support that finding?
It is. If you look to issue number 4, that the referee's findings are not supported by competent and substantial evidence, there is no evidence that Mr. Filtout deleted any text messages or destroyed a phone. There simply isn't. There is a negative inference that the judge makes and uses that as the evidence, and I proffered case law from the United States Supreme Court that states the negative inference alone is not enough, that there needs to be something else. With respect to the other participants, I'd submit that there is. With respect to him, there isn't.
Well,
so I believe that that's
basically, the 19 texts or more texts, you fully admit that the incident, but for Mr. Filtout and his knowledge and friendship with Fernandez, the ensnaring, the entrapping, the unethical conduct of that night would not have occurred. So whatever the text, I mean, I don't know how much worse the text could have been, but unless there's some other conduct, I'm not sure what the additional negative inference is from the text messages. So I guess I'm sort of as a semi-friendly question. What did the judge draw as a result of finding that he had destroyed his cell phone?
Well, the judge ruled two different things. Number one, that he conspired with other people, and then he ruled that Mr. Filtout covered up that conspiracy. And I just suggest to the court that there is zero evidence that he covered up any conspiracy. Because there's no evidence that he deleted text messages. There's no evidence that he destroyed a phone. In fact, to the contrary, there's evidence through Rob Adams' testimony at trial that Stephen Diaco took those phones and gave him the lead gun.
I doubt it.
So I think that that's fairly clear, and I submit to the court that the referee simply got that wrong, and I say that respectfully. As to issue 1, I do believe that the respondent was denied due process when the referee denied his motion to disqualify the referee. I do believe, as to issue 2, that the referee erred in denying summary judgment. As to issue number 3, I do believe the referee improperly relied on facts not in evidence. And as to issue number 4, again, we believe the referee's findings are not supported by competent and substantial evidence.
But you do agree that if you get through that just you're not contesting disbarment, or you are? Are you arguing for a lesser penalty than disbarment?
I'm arguing that this individual have an opportunity at some point in the future to reapply for his license to practice law.
Okay, so you're agreeing to, even with all of these, unless we found that the judge should have recused himself, that he at the very should be disbarred.
I started off with number 5.
Okay.
And I did so for a reason.
Thank you.
Mr. O'Brien explains that he is not arguing against disbarment, but that Mr. Filtout should have the opportunity to reapply for a law license at some point in the future. Under Rule 3.5.1 of the rules regulating the Florida Bar, a disbarred attorney who has not been permanently disbarred may apply for readmission after a minimum of 5 years or a longer period if specified in the disbarment order. On the other hand, Rule 3.5.1 expressly provides that an attorney cannot file an application for readmission after an order of permanent disbarment. However, as the Florida Supreme Court explained in the 1966 case of the Florida Bar v. Carlson, permanent disbarment is warranted only where an attorney's misconduct indicates that they are beyond redemption and cannot be rehabilitated. Accordingly, Mr. O'Brien's position is that although Mr. Filtout's conduct warrants disbarment, it does not rise to the level of requiring permanent disbarment, and that Mr. Filtout's ability to apply for readmission after a period of time should be preserved. Once Mr. O'Brien had completed his argument, Ms. Thompson presented for the Florida Bar.
Mr. Filtout was the ingredient in this conspiracy that made it work. Without Mr. Filtout's personal, close friendship with the law enforcement officer who trusted him and didn't have a suspicion of what was going on, this would not have happened.
Let me ask you, but here's my question, and it's, we've got one defendant, respondent, that's agreed to permanent disbarment. Another and was involved in the briefcase incident, which is outrageous from my way of thinking. and also made public statements which revealed the motivation in this and was involved in that lawsuit and was a partner. You know, we have criminal cases, and you look and say at the end when they're sentencing, we got 3 defendants. Sometimes we talk in proportionality about equal culpability. I think in the eyes of the law, clearly he's equally culpable for what happened that night and the setting up. But the question is, in terms of the ultimate sanction, that everybody gets the ultimate sanction so that this will never happen again. The word is, it will never happen. But isn't there some distinction between what Mr. Diaco did as the partner involved in the litigation and Mr. Filthout, and if not, just, you know, and again, I'm trying to understand that, and right now, appreciate the candor that everyone is agreeing their disbarment is appropriate. So could you explain why, you gave us some reasons for Mr. Adams, why for Mr. Filthout?
Yes, Justice Pariente. Mr. Filthout never testified in this case. He had the opportunity to. He had the opportunity to even hear Mr. Adams' testimony, think about it overnight, and yet he still stood firm and refused to testify, to stick together with the co-defendants. Mr. Filthout should not be...
Are we allowed to draw, because this was an ongoing, that his, and I think we do, that the exercise of his Fifth Amendment right, we can, based on that exercise, draw an adverse inference, that he's entitled to no mitigation. But what is, I guess, what's the not testifying? Does that mean he's showing no remorse? What is the significance of that here?
Yes, the significance to the bar is
a good way
that
of putting
if
it.
Mr. Filthout is allowed to have a lower...
That was the perfect way of saying what she wanted to say without saying it.
or sanction,
Oh, that's
he's being
beautiful.
rewarded for failing to be forthcoming, to failing to have candor, to invoking his Fifth Amendment. He should not be rewarded for that behavior. There was a lot of aggravation, not just his personal relationship, dishonesty during the disciplinary proceeding.
I guess the bottom line of this whole thing, where you have this groupthink, where this happened. What happened to the old maxim, a lawyer sees this happening and says, guys, I can't do this. This is wrong. I'm out of
Right.
here. I mean, quit your job, whatever. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. Whatever happened to that? I mean, I'm just wondering.
Justice Labarge, I take it that that's not just a rhetorical question, but yes, that is exactly the point. All of these attorneys conspired together and committed these acts willingly, knowingly, intentionally for a
what
bad
I'm
purpose.
Hearing is, well, this guy did this guy didn't do that, this guy talked, this other guy didn't. They're all in this together. And the whole purpose of the whole thing was to damage this other person's reputation, one way or the other, and in there somewhere there was some advantage that they thought they would gain from this. But again,
the fuck?
People are talking about doing something wrong, something bad. You're a lawyer. You took an oath. I can't do this. And if it means, hey, I'm not going to be getting a paycheck from this firm tomorrow, fine. Go back to the public defender's
That's
office.
part of a
go to
door?
the state attorney's office, whatever.
Oh, part of the
But
pole.
we don't do this.
Looks like a
That's
weird
what
head.
that's the whole thing here. When I'm talking about who's more culpable, they're all culpable.
I agree with you, Justice Labarge. It's been said that character is who you really are when nobody is watching. And in this case, the respondents, both Mr. Adams and Mr. Filthout, their conduct shows that they have bad character and they should not be allowed ever to practice law again. It's also said that character is who a person really is, but reputation is just who other people think the person is. And even though the respondents had put in as mitigation that they had character evidence in their reputation and the good deeds they had done, that is not enough to overcome the severity and the horrible nature of this, and anything less than permanent disbarment, I would argue to this court, will not be a sufficient deterrent to other attorneys to dissuade them from engaging in similar behavior.
Ms. Thompson argues that any penalty less than permanent disbarment would be insufficient to dissuade other attorneys from engaging in similar behavior. Rule 3.4.3 of the rules regulating the Florida bar states that a lawyer may be disciplined if they commit an act that is unlawful or contrary to honesty and justice. In this instance, the referee concluded that Mr. Feldhout violated this rule by actively conspiring to improperly affect Mr. Campbell's arrest. Here, Ms. Thompson.
I mean, dude, you had a lawyer get a woman to honeypot this guy, get him drunk, get him to drive drunk, call their friend that's in on it, the police, and ruin his reputation. That's crazy.
Thompson asserted that conduct of this nature reflects a fundamental defect of character rather than a momentary lapse in judgment, and therefore that the sanction imposed must reflect that gravity in order to deter other attorneys from following the same path. As the commentary to Standard 1.3 of the Florida Standards for Imposing Lawyer Sanctions explains, one purpose of imposing sanctions is to educate other lawyers in an effort to deter unethical behavior among all members of the profession. Ms. Thompson's position is that in a case like this one, only permanent disbarment is sufficient to prevent other lawyers from acting similarly. Following Ms. Thompson's argument, Mr.
It should get other lawyers to think if it were to any time come up, they would immediately be like, no, I'm not, I just went through school for 8 years. I'm not losing all that for a check. No. Nope. That's what it should do. Not, I could, save some money so that, I could stay afloat for a couple years while I'm disbarred.
O'Brien was given the opportunity to address the court in rebuttal.
Picking up on that last point, at one point, the Florida Bar felt that 91 days was enough to deter other attorneys from this type of behavior. After the trial was over and the respondent was found guilty, the Florida Bar felt that non-permanent disbarment was enough to deter attorneys from this type of behavior. Now, all of a sudden, it is permanent disbarment. I would suggest to the court, and Mr. Chief Justice, I will answer your question because I believe it's very important to you, and that is an individual can be as guilty as someone else, but that doesn't mean that their punishment must be the same as someone else. There are different roles in the actions of multiple individuals. And because there are different roles, there are often meted out different punishments. Some are higher than others, some are lower than others.
Not in this situation.
When you look at, and I say this not to besmirch anyone, but you have Stephen Diaco over here with the trial bag and the statements to the media and anything that he did that night. He was involved with everyone. He had contact with all the parties. Then you had Robert Adams, who falls below Mr. Diaco. And then at the far end of it, you probably have Mr. Matroni, who was determined by the Florida Bar to be acting at the direction of his supervisors. I'm not telling you that Mr. Filtout is right next to Mr.
No, the problem is all these attorneys knew the end result if they were successful, which was ruining this man's life and reputation, working with other dirty lawyers and cops to ruin this guy's reputation, get him drunk, give him a DUI. They knew the end result of what was going to happen if they participated. That is the problem, not what you had a hand in doing. It's the same thing if you were to drive a killer to someone's house. You participated. You knew the end result of what was going to happen if you drove that man to that house. It's the same thing.
Mr. Matroni, I'm simply arguing that he's not close to Mr. Adams and Mr. Diaco. He's somewhere in the middle. And as a result, I think his punishment should be less than those two individuals, but greater than Mr. Matroni. It's important to note that his only involvement in this is but for the fact that he knew Sergeant Fernandez. Don't you think that was known by the individuals in this case? Don't you think that there's a certain amount of manipulation that was done by Mr. Diaco with everyone involved And
you know,
if that was the case, every lawyer would be dirty, or just about every other one. Please.
that's all well and good, but your client is a member of the Florida Bar and had been for over a decade at the time this took place. And he had, as the Chief Justice just said, he could have walked away from this, but he stayed in the mix twice, and I just don't see how he's not as culpable as the others.
Madam Justice, I don't dispute that, which is why I'm not asking for a letter that goes in his file or a suspension of 10 days or even a suspension of 91 days. What I'm asking for is a punishment that essentially meets his involvement in the crime. I'm not talking about culpability.
But the reality is there's not an unlimited range of punishment. I mean, the worst we can give is the permanent disbarment. So the fact that someone did something worse and only can get permanent disbarment, that's just a kind of part of the structure of reality that we're faced with. Now, perhaps if something more could have been done, it would be done, and because there is an extra element of culpability. But we have limited tools available to us. So the question is, though, ultimately, for your client, is this sanction appropriate?
And I would suggest to the court it's not, because what you have is, like as you said, a limited amount of options before the court. And if you're going to assign the worst punishment to the worst actor, that's appropriate. At that point, then you go below.
This is coming from a lawyer. This is coming from someone that does this every day and gives life in prison to someone that drives a murderer to a house. Same as the murderer. You should be held accountable the same as a murderer. Until it's one of your clients, right?
It's like that in the criminal justice.
I just don't buy the logic of that, because sometimes people that have been involved in may not be the most culpable are still eligible for the highest sanction that we have available. I don't follow the logic of what you're saying.
Exactly. And I understand that. I'm simply arguing to the court.
I understand it's an argument.
It is our position that he is deserving of a less punishment than Stephen
really bad one.
And to the extent perhaps even Mr. Robert Adams. I would also suggest to the court, just going back to the...
By the way, him folding his hands and turning his whole body probably hurt you more than it helped you. You look ridiculous.
Well over.
Oh, well, then I will suggest to the court I will sit down.
5 minutes there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the court's in recess. Thank you for your arguments.
All right. This is what I love about this country. The fact that we have so many chief justices, or so many justices, that, and we all can watch everything or attend and see how they're making that ruling. Like the more chief judge, I mean, the amount of experience sitting up there in black robes is crazy. So you're not just going to get one justice that is, I want to let criminals free. And the other ones are, they're all very reasonable. They got there reasonably. And that's the best outcome you're going to have right there. That's what I love about this system.
On August 25th,
I truly believe we have the best system so far ever.
The Florida Supreme Court issued an opinion approving the referee's recommendations in full and permanently disbarring Mr. Adams and Mr. Fieldhout, describing the attorney's actions as, and I'm quoting, among the most shocking, unethical, and unprofessional as has ever been brought before this court. In addition, the court entered judgment in favor of the Florida Bar against Mr. Adams for the recovery of costs in the amount of $14,558.66 and against Mr. Fieldhout for the recovery of costs in the amount of $14,178.28. This case is a reminder of the foundational role of ethical conduct in the legal profession. The practice of law depends on the trust of clients, the integrity of adversaries, and the confidence of the public in the administration of justice. When an attorney engages in conduct that's designed to manipulate the legal system for personal or professional gain, the harm extends well beyond the immediate victim. It corrodes the trust that allows courts to function. it undermines the willingness of citizens to engage with the legal system in good faith, and it damages the reputation of every other attorney who works honestly within the rules. The Florida Supreme Court's decision in this case reflects the principle that ethical violations of this magnitude are not technical missteps to be corrected through a brief suspension and then a return to practice. Rather, they go to the core of whether an attorney can be entrusted with the responsibilities of the profession.
By the way, I think we have a serious issue with activist judges. Like a serious issue. Way too many activist judges right now. I mean, you had, whether it doesn't matter what you believe in, what side you like, whether you're Democrat or Republican, the fact that a district court judge was trying to get Trump's she was basically going on a federal level, and it just made no sense. She knew it made no sense, but she still did it. Really says a lot about how insane people have become because of politics. It's sad. It really is. I don't know why I have the feeling to play some Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because no one's watching, so I can play whenever I want. There it is. I heard the Yahoo sound today. Remember the chat sound Yahoo made? Oh my God. Talk about bringing back memories. Here, I'll show you. Show you what I mean. Hearing these sounds from 2003 is crazy. Hearing those noises, man, what the fuck? Crazy. I mean, I'd say, like, that was like one of few ways that you could still talk to people when you got home from school. But like, for very long, because, dial up and everything. What do I want to do? Where's the music? Where do we want to go? Should we go to Africa? It's so weird looking at the globe like here instead of flat. Because you get an idea of like what's going on here. This place has got to be freezing. By the way, you're going to see it like as realistic as possible. I don't have any pop-ups or UI anywhere. The fact that you can go anywhere in the world and fly there in real time is just wild to me. Like people literally do flights. Like they'll fly somewhere for 8 hours in real time. It's crazy. How is this place hot? Wait, what was the temperature? June 6th. What's the weather, dude? Oh, there it is. 59 degrees. Really? That down south? Wow. Look at that, dude. How do I get rid of the little reticle? Get rid of that. Wait, turbulence. No, I want it realistic. Where is that thing? User experience. There it is. Let's see. Flight plan. ATZ voices. I wish they had better ones. AI piloting in cursor mode. No idea. What the fuck? How do I get rid of that thing? I'm gonna go with high, just because that takes up a ton of GPU. Bloom. How the hell do I get rid of that thing? I'll find out. Follow this quick. Okay, pause simulator, go general options, accessibility. I just went there. Cursor settings. Huh? Oh. Fuck you. Fuck you, guy. I'm just kidding. I was just making sure you know, knew and all that. Yep. Here we go. Sorry. No idea what I'm doing. Okay. Totally. Go in here. Break. Oh, okay. Strap in, fellas. Oh. Sorry. Just kidding. Should go. Did I do something? How do I keep it there, though? Oh my God. This used to be an easy... Here, I'll just restart it. I think I did something. I'm sure I did. I wouldn't be surprised. See? Yeah, I did. Here we go. Rock and roll. God damn, look at this game. God damn. Get as much speed as possible. Oh, it's because I had it on full throttle. And I didn't go anywhere. A taxi. Why does it do that? That's weird. All right, I'll actually go this side. I just wanted to get as much speed as possible, but it didn't really matter. I could have gone a long time ago. There we go. For real this time. Right about... The fuck? What is going on? What happened? And we go up. Fuck.
Sierra Alpha Zulu Echo, traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is taxiing to runway 22. I wonder why these don't want to go. What did I do wrong? What did I actually don't know what I did wrong. I've never had this issue before. What the f... That's what she did. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Sierra Alpha Zulu Echo, traffic Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo, taking off runway 22 straight out departure.
We have, probably really stupid to do that, but no. Oh, idle. Where's my emergency brake here? Did I have it on? Oh my god. That's what it was. Alright, we're ready. Jesus Christ.
Yep, that's what it was. I think. I don't know. I really do think that was it. Yep.
Is Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is type Beechcraft King Air 1 mile southwest of Sierra Alpha Zulu Echo 1,600 feet. Request flight following.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is Isa Center. Squawk 7406.
Squawk 7406 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo radar contact 3 miles southwest of Sierra Alpha Zulu Echo 1,800 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Okay, I gotta turn that off.
Is Isa Center Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo cancel flight following.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo is Isa Center cancellation received. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Is Isa Center Beechcraft Alpha Sierra
Oh my
X-Ray
God!
Golf Sierra
Shut
Kilo is
up!
type Beechcraft King Air 6 miles southwest of Sierra Alpha Zulu Echo 1,800 feet. Request flight following.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is Isa Center. Squawk 2346.
Squawk 2346 Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo radar contact 7 miles southwest of Sierra Alpha.
Oh my God!
Roger Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Don't care. How about that? Oh shit. Forgot. Landing gear. Whoops. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Where's my autopilot? Landing gear should be down here somewhere. Pitch, rudder, flap. I think it's up there. Never seen it up there anyway. Cabin pressure. What the fuck is that? Okay, we're doing all right. Doing okay. My heat. Damn. I should have known. It's It's a small plane. Oh yeah, we're not gonna make it. No way. Touchdown. God damn you, son of a bitch. I would like to know where we are. Antarctica is. There we go. Okay. Here we go south. There's no one up here. It's just you and me. It'd be an amazing place to put a castle or an island right there. Beautiful place. Antarctica is way out there in the distance. Thank you. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Forget what. I just pressed a shit ton of buttons. I have no idea what I hit. Oh. See what this does, and this one, and that one.
Isiza Center, Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo Isiza Center. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Okay, not funny anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god. God damn, look at that, man. Doing all right. Dump cabin pressure.
Boy. We must land! Engine's cut off. Okay, we're going backwards.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Huh? Huh? How about that? How about them apples? Hey, you get up, stand up. Okay, I was just fucking around. You know what? I want to go fly. Alexa, what's the largest active volcano and where is it located?
Commanders.com. The world's largest volcano is Mauna Loa, located in Hawaii.
Hawaii. Emotional damage. Alexa, emotional damage. Alexa, you're my only friend. I certainly do not. Anyway, not like we're keeping track. This is a wonderful spot. Whoever chose this is a jackass. Here we go. Okay, what the fuck? What are you doing? The fuck? Dude. What did you do? An opera. Where's my... Fucking jackass. You're a fucking jackass. Here we go. Probably supposed to turn around. Whoa! Fuck. No, keep going. Would you stop telling me what to do? These fucking controls. I'll just taxi around. Fucking Christ. Fucking safety bullshit. What are you doing? Turn around. If it's doing it again, I swear to God. It did. Oh my God. What is it doing? Taxi mode or something? What the fuck are we doing? Right here. Oh, watch out. Liberals will go crazy if they see that. Anti-ice engine. Where's the, Dude, what the fuck? Stay. Oh my God. Why? What are you doing? I'm not even. What the fuck? What did I do? What did I do? This. I gotta go back and find an airport to take off. Fucking assholes and their rules. Assholes and their rules. Alright, where's your fucking stupid ass airport? Departure. Dirt. We got 150 meters of dirt. We got some dirt. You want to take off? We got dirt. We got dirt to take off. Wow. So this is me bored. We got some dirt to take off. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kilo Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra
Shut up.
X-ray Golf Sierra Kilo ready at runway
Fucking
26
bitch.
departing straight out.
I'll do what I want. And that, sir, is going to be me in the sky. Whether you like it or not. There we go. Take off. We stalling from here on out, okay? Sound like a cop. Okay, okay. That's what all cops do. Okay, okay. Here we go. I know.
Kilo Tower Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo frequency change. Approach Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo is type Beechcraft King Air 1 miles west of Hilo, 1,400 feet. Request flight following.
That's an living here.
Beechcraft Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kilo approach. Squawk 0735.
Squawk 0735, Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo.
Beechcraft Golf Sierra Kilo radar contact 3 miles west of
It would be so weird to know that you live on the tiniest little island and you're like one of the furthest islands away from everybody. If something happens, you're just completely fucked. Let's see if we can see the whole. Hey, that wasn't very nice. What plays that? Wolfenstein, popular one. Could just trade aircrafts and get a jet. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go right back real quick and get a jet. Trust me when I say everything's much faster. Wonder what this is like. Actually, we could just take off. What the hell? It's not gonna let us? Volcano. Mm-hmm. Wow, this is stupid. Oh my god. What the fuck, bro? This guy was insane. He held on. What the fuck? Oh my god. The Wright brother airplane. A little extension. Jeez, is that what it is? Oh dear. Oh dear. What the fuck? Okay, good. Where's the volcano? Is that it? Boy, this is a thrilling ride. You know he was insane for actually doing this, right? But he was a good insane man. Whoa! Shit. Oh my lord. We're not gonna last very long. I was just gonna say, the Wright brothers airplane lasted like a minute and a half. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. I was curious. Why not? Why not fly like the Wright brothers trying to go into a volcano? Things you do when you're bored. Where's my jet? It's here somewhere. Maybe it's just... Oh, shit. No, I've never... Here we go. We could just use this. Oh, wait. Volcano. Is this the volcano? It says volcano, but where's the... Oh, is that it? Right there? I thought this one was... Whatever. Proper.
Honolulu Center Ornithopter Hotel Bravo Echo Bravo is type 15 miles south of Bradshaw, 16,300 feet. Request flight following.
Ornithopter Hotel Bravo Echo Bravo Honolulu Center. Squawk 1577.
I mean, it would never
Squawk
work.
1577 Ornithopter Hotel Bravo Echo Bravo.
Ornithopter Hotel Bravo Echo Bravo radar contact 13 miles south of Bradshaw, 12,500 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Ornithopter Hotel Bravo Echo Bravo.
Higher we go, faster we can get there. What are you doing? No.
my God. Jesus Christ. Okie dokie. What are you doing? What the fuck? Dude. Okay. What the fuck? What? Oh my God. Fuck me. Oh. Wow. Winslow, Arizona. Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. Is it really this fucking hard to find Phoenix, Arizona? Oh my God. This is crazy. Jesus Christ, what a piece of shit. Arizona and the USA. Can you fucking find that, Google? Oh my God. Can you do that for me, bud? Hmm? Oh my God. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. Wow, good job. What are you doing? This isn't me. God, what a nightmare. Jesus Christ. Trying to find something, you douchebag. You fucking douchebag. I thought it was east of Arizona. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Fucking airport, dude. Where's the airport, dude? Where is it, dude?
It wasn't that bad. Fuck, bro. Holy fuck, bro.
Mazatlan Center Ornithopter Hotel Bravo
Shut
Echo
up,
Bravo
bitch.
is type 29 miles north of Uniform Delta Delta,
Oh my God.
5,300 feet. Request
Whoa.
flight following.
Ornithopter Hotel Bravo, Echo Bravo, Mazatlan Center. Squawk 4332.
Look at that. Oh my God.
Squawk 433 Ornithopter Hotel Bravo, Echo Bravo.
Ornithopter Hotel Bravo,
Dude, that
Echo
thing
Bravo,
is
radar contact 2
massive.
miles north of Uniform Delta Delta, 2,200 feet.
Look at that.
Altimeter 29er
Dude, that is
decimal
huge.
Roger, Ornithopter
Imagine something
Hotel
like that
Bravo,
hitting
Echo
today. Holy shit. Go ahead, Brandon. Now I'm thinking, because I just mentioned that. Space engine. I don't know if I want. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if I want to pay $30. Universe Sandbox. That's what it was. $30. Oh, bitch. Fuck. Fuck, dude. Well. Jesus. $30 though. That's a lot of money. Oh, you can't. I don't know if I want to do that. $30. Damn. Hmm. Whoa. I just $30. Holy shit. Because and I say that because we have a ton of games coming out. Swarm update. Wait, what? Oh, in active development. That's sad that they had to do that. Playable alpha in active development. Like, there's so many fucking retards out there. Like, these guys have, look at this, how many times I have to put that because so many people are retarded that they don't understand. It is literally, they're working on it and letting you do whatever you want with what they have. Basically, just saying this is just to support us while we're making it, you know? And people were like, yeah, you need to put up more. And it's like, no shit, dumbass. It's an active development, you fucking retard. Save speed on LCDs. Just
Dumbass. So dumb. Oh my god. It hurts sometimes. Where was I? Warframe. I've been wondering about that game. But it's not really my type. Like, this doesn't look fun. What they're working on, that looks like fun. I almost forgot they were working on it, dude. Until, like, I just remembered it not too long ago. Soulframe. It looks pretty fucking sick. But, yeah. Dead Zone. Whoever this guy is, props to him. He has been working on this for years, and he's been updating it, or like forever. I give him props because he has not quit. You know? I might buy it just to support him. I mean, someone like that who doesn't stop. I just fuck is the amount of kids on Steam, man. I don't get the racing games. I'll never understand it. I was thinking about buying one of these. Actually. Check the UFO files. Nothing. Go figure. Steam controller.
Talking about Half-Life 3 or the Steam Machine or the Steam Deck 2. I'm talking the Steam Controller 2-ish. For the first time ever, Valve might have created a controller that perfectly bridges the gap between PC gaming and console gaming. This is the Valve Steam Controller. So I bought this controller for the absurd resale price of $330. That's
What? Why?
how much I wanted to give you guys a review. I didn't get sent this, I didn't get gifted this, I didn't even get it for retail. I tried, but I couldn't get it for retail. I spent $330 on a controller that usually retails for $99.
That's
Which still seems
insane.
high, but $330, don't buy it for that. No matter how good this controller is, it's not worth that. But I really wanted to find out whether this controller is actually worth it for the retail price of $99 and whether it lives up to the claims of being the best controller out there. And over the last few weeks of using it since release, I've been pretty impressed with it overall. It does a lot of things right and not a lot wrong, but there are things that it does wrong. So let's find out if the Valve Steam controller is actually worth your money. For years, PC gamers have had a problem. Controllers are great when you're sitting back on your couch playing like your Nintendo or your PlayStation or your Xbox or whatever. The mouse and keyboard are what you actually use when you want to get into a very competitive PC game or an RTS or just really anything that requires precision movements. And up to this point, no one's really ever figured out how to bridge the gap between keyboard and mouse gaming and controller gaming. And seemingly that's been Valve's mission for over a decade, from things like big picture mode PC gamers have always had with these controllers. You just don't have the same precision as you have with a mouse and keyboard. Mice just offer that perfect precision that you can't get from a joystick. It's something that while I haven't mastered it myself, and it's something that once you master, it's hard to go back. For example, the moment that the mouse stops moving, the cursor stops moving, whereas a joystick works completely different. It's velocity based. You're telling the cursor how fast to move rather than where to move. And while for serious PC gamers, the Steam controller might not give you that exact mouse and keyboard precision that you're used to, it's about as close as you can possibly get. And I do think that after a couple weeks of using this, it's a really interesting new controller that even if you love using the mouse and keyboard, you probably should try. So let's start things off by talking about the design. And the first thing that you'll notice is that this is basically a Steam Deck without the screen. I mean, the family resemblance is obvious here. You've got the centered thumbsticks, you've got the same trackpads, the same D-pad, the same Steam and quick access buttons. Even the plastic feels very Steam-like, especially the finish on the probably make it hit that $100 price point that I guess I'd prefer to have, especially for a PC controller. On the front of the device, you've got basically all of the buttons that you have on the standard Steam Deck.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be there somewhere. so close to perfect. Everyone fucking loves it. Oh, what's the latency speed test?
7:06 p.m. on a Tuesday. Input to spam enter once every second. This is 73 hours. Real life duration would be less due to the haptic 2.65 watts. This was already known, but to reiterate, clipping the puck onto the controller is only for charging. The data connection remains wireless. Valve justified the move blinking tool, but it has two limitations: proximity and value filtering over 200 milliseconds, where it filters those out. Wiring the controller to the LDAT creates a new challenge, though, which is that the controller has to remain physically close to the LDAT. Valve's own latency tests estimated 8 milliseconds end-to-end on the puck.
Damn, that's good. Mine's 8.
Were performed at 5 meters. We don't expect it to make much of a difference, though. For the puck tests, we magnetically attached the puck to the controller, and for the Bluetooth tests, the controller was placed next to the test system. For Bluetooth, we used the ROG Maximus Z890 Hero's built-in radio. We used Valve's stock USB cable for all wired tests. Here's the chart. All numbers are full click.
Okay, Steam. Yeah, that's not good. PS5, PS5. Oh, shit. Okay, GN Steam controller benchmark latency. What?
The photon latencies, or the latency from button press to the instant the screen shows a photonic response. In other words, this is total end-to-end system latency. Only a small portion is from the input device itself, or the controller. Therefore, we've also included numbers for a high-performance gaming mouse, the ROG Keras, so that all other numbers can be judged relative to that baseline 15 millisecond average. The wired performance was predictably the best, with an average full system latency end-to-end of 19 milliseconds across 499 tested clicks and a standard deviation of 3.1. That's just
standard deviation.
4 milliseconds on top of the ROG mouse. Puck performance was extremely
I don't understand because mine's 8 milliseconds for a PS5.
Close at just 21.6 milliseconds average, still with the exact same standard deviation of 3.1. That consistency is model 1537.
I guess it's gotta be good though.
There was an Xbox One, Xbox variants. There were 2 missing entries though, which could either be fully missed in 73.8 milliseconds with a standard deviation of 48, but it had 101 missing log entries, which represent both greater than 200 millisecond latencies and complete failures to register clicks. This means that the real average latency is even worse. Your mileage may vary, but the point is that Bluetooth doesn't scale well with multiple devices. An opinion. So it's a controller. There's a lot of subjective stuff with a controller, which makes it hard. There's some objective things, though, and one of those is latency. The controller's latency measured impressively in the puck test especially, but also wired and to some extent with Bluetooth. Bluetooth has its own separate
I always play wired anyway.
issues. As far as the things that Valve has engineered strictly, though, the controller performs well. And even against a high-end gaming mouse, it was pretty damn close. So they've done well with that side of things. The battery life is unbelievably long. I mean, we had that one test that...
So
I'm
this
curious
case
to see this.
did not begin with a rule violation. It began with a lawyer who believed his client was innocent. When Jeffrey Wirtz was appointed to represent Russell Jolliffe, he stepped into a case that was emotionally charged and publicly serious. The allegations were grave, but the evidence was thin. There was no forensic evidence, there was no medical evidence, there were no eyewitnesses. The Commonwealth's case relied entirely on testimonial account of a young complainant, a story by the investigating officer's own admission that had changed multiple times. The timeline had shifted, the location had shifted, the description of how the conduct allegedly occurred shifted. And critically, with each version, there was objective evidence demonstrating that the conduct as described was not physically possible under the circumstances alleged. And Attorney Wirtz did what defense lawyers are constitutionally required to do. He investigated, he scrutinized the timeline, he compared prior statements, he examined the physical realities, he tested whether the allegations aligned with what could have actually occurred. He spoke at length with Russell Jolliffe. He later spoke at length with Joanna Wheatley. He listened to hours of recorded calls. This was not a case where co-defendants were blaming one another or where one sought an advantage at the other's expense. This was a unified defense. It didn't happen. When the cases were initially joined, there was a theoretical potential for conflict, as there always is when there are two co-defendants and they are tried together. But when the court severed the matters on February
Do I want to? There's really no one on. There's really no. I might get on later if I'm gonna do horror games. Other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna get off and relax. So, I do find it weird. I was always getting new people. I mean, the day I even put politics in my Twitch and YouTube is the day that like nobody ever comes even close to visiting or getting new people. I'm sorry, but there's got to be something to that, man. Ever since I started doing that, I knew I should have shut my mouth about my own opinions, but oh well, what are you gonna do? It is what it is.